Okay. Any pains or injuries before we start? Okay, let's sit up tall. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. Be mindful that if you have any kind of special conditions or limitations that you do modify or skip poses altogether, always making good decisions about your movement practice, hopefully not to create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. All right, let's sit up tall. If you're tight around the hips or your lower back, please elevate and sit up on a block. Otherwise, a cross-legged position. Palms face up, fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Eyes are closed. Starting to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. And letting your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up again. Fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side of the head, pulling gently to elongate through the left side of the neck. And take the chin toward the right shoulder, continue to pull softly to the back of the head. So you're stretching the neck. Inhale, release, back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center. Drop the left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side, roll it center. Take a few more rounds in that same direction. Gentle, easy circles, beginning to work the neck and the shoulders, top of the spine. One more giant circle, chin back toward the chest, and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And then back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Let the hands support to either side of you. And turning your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Take out a rotation, circling the ankles. Come back to center, switch them around, inner rotations, opposite direction. And come back to center again. Cross your shins, but take the opposite shin on top, so the non-dominant crossing of the legs. Inhale, raise your arms up high, extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind your left hand to the right knee, and twisting. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back to center again. Extend the legs forward, forward fold. Reaching for your feet, ankles or your shins. Re-lengthen your spine through a neutral spine. Hinge at the hips to draw forward. So in a forward fold, it's not about how you can draw your nose in toward the knee. It's about a neutral spine, hinging at the hips, and getting the stretch to your lower back. So that also may mean bending at the knees. That also works quite well. All right, let's take 90-90. Draw the left heel in. The left leg should be 90 degrees, so line up the left knee with the left hip, left knee to the left heel. And then draw the right heel back as well. So you have 90 degrees, and flex your feet to protect the ankles. Let the hands come to either side of the left leg. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Keep a neutral spine. Hinge at the hips and come forward about 45 degrees. And you should start to feel a nice stretch to the outer left leg, outer left hip. Now, if this is good enough, you can stay here. If you have a little bit more in you, lean forward even more, and maybe your belly and your lower ribs are beginning to make contact to your inner left thigh. Now, keep your left hand as is. Reach your right arm forward and tent to your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl the fingertips even further forward, tractioning the fingertips to the floor for the stretch of the right arm, right shoulder, as you go into the contralateral stretch of the outer left leg. All right, begin to walk your hands back in, lift the torso back up, keep the torso neutral, and twist to the right. Square back to center, left hand to the floor, right arm forward, and bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. One more time. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist to your left. Stay twisting to your left, and then keep pushing your left fingertips to the floor for tractioning, and then taking the right hand to the top of the left leg, using that resistance to press into a deeper twist. And release, square back to center, right arm up to the sky. You can move your left hand further out as you side bend over to your left. Take it back up. Move your left heel in for better support. Swing the right leg around and center your seat. Bend your right knee to grab the foot and extend. If you have full extension, take it. If you don't, keep the knee bending. Yeah. All right, if you have the full extension, take it. Alternatively, if grabbing the foot is difficult, you can grab the back of the leg instead. Your choice. And start to release. Bend your right knee and intersect the heel with your left ankle. Intersect the heel with the left ankle. Yeah. Right? And then shift to sit on the outer left leg, support with the left hand. Raise your right arm up, reach forward, and again, traction your right fingertips to the floor and crawl the right fingertips further forward to give you a deeper forward fold. You may remain here or wrap the right arm around the right shin for a half bind. If you have the extension and the flexibility to take the full bind, take the full bind and fold. Right? Otherwise, keep your left hand on the floor for support as you keep pressing your right arm to inner right leg, to the top of the right leg for resistance to fold. All right, start to release, make your way back up, keep the legs as they are, and you're going to twist to the right. Square back to center, counter twist to your left. Release, step the right foot forward, crawl forward to step the left foot back for warrior one. Ground the back heel down, arms up high, and extend. Open it up, warrior two. Open up the other side, there you go. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. You can take the right arm to top of the right leg or the right hand to the floor, left arm reaching up. Inhale, come all the way back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, all the way down to the belly. Keep the hands alongside the rib cage, 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, so your belly and your lower ribs stay on the floor. On the exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. So your belly and your lower ribs away from floor. So we're articulating the spine. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have the full cobra pose, full extension of your arms, take it. If you need to keep the elbows bending, you don't quite have the back bend yet, and keep the elbows bending. Exhale, lower all the way down. Child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. You know what, Tom? I think a better spot for you is back here. So that whenever we're facing that way, so come over here. So whenever facing that way, you can always see Margaret. Come over here. Over here is better. Yeah. You want to switch? Yeah, great. Thank you, Margaret, very much. All right, then this way you have Margaret to the side of you to take a look. All right? Fantastic. Thank you, Margaret, for offering. I appreciate it very much. And down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands, and then taking the feet down, and we're going to take 90-90 to the second side. So draw the right heel in, left heel back, and measure out that the right knee and the right hip is vertical to the side of the mat. Right knee, right heel, parallel to the front of the mat. Same thing with the back leg, and flex your feet to protect the knees, to the ankles, I mean. Hands to either side of the right leg, lengthen through your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Lean forward with a neutral spine. So beginning to stretch the outer right leg, outer right hip. If you want to stay here, that's good. You can go a little bit more. Start to draw forward a little bit more. Maybe belly and your lower ribs making contact to the inner right side. Keep the right hand supporting. Reach your left arm forward. You're on your left fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Traction your left fingertips further forward to get the stretch into your left arm, left shoulder. Begin to walk your left hand back in, lifting your torso back up. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to your left. Come back to center. Right hand to your floor for support. Left arm forward. Bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting to the right. Now keep the right hand supporting. Left hand can go to the top of the right leg and using that resistance to twist a little bit deeper. Release, square back to center, left arm reaching up. You can walk your right hand further out and then side bending to the right. Take it back to center. Draw the right heel back in a little bit for better support. Swing the left leg forward. You're going to intersect the left heel with the right ankle. You're sitting to outer right hip, outer right leg, and the left seat comes off the floor. Also, think about a vertical left shin. You want to stack the heel and the knee. Right hand to floor for support. Left arm is up. And again, reach forward and grip the left fingertips to the floor and crawl the left fingertips forward for a better stretch. You may stay here if you want to have fun. Wrap the left arm around the left shin and press your arm against your shin to lean even more deeply forward. You may stay here with your right hand supporting on the floor, and for most of us, this might be better. Or if you can easily take the bind, take the full bind and fold. And start to release, make your way back up, keep the legs as they are. Twist to your left. Inhale back to center, counter twist to the right. Back to center, warrior one. Step the left foot forward, crawl forward as you step the right foot back and rise up, warrior one. Left toes pointing straight forward, line up the knee with the heel, ground to the back heel, arms up high, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. You can always modify elbow to the knee, right arm reaching up, or if you can easily touch down, left hand to the floor, right arm up. Inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Keep the hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have full extension of your arms, take it. If not, keeping the elbows bent. All the way down, child's pose, seat toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. Come high up on your left tiptoes, knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick the right heel back, 3-legged dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Ground the back heel down, arms up high. Take the left hand to grab the right wrist. Notice the palm is facing up. Grab the wrist, extend, and side bending to your left. Take it back up. Switch hands, extend, side bending to the right. Take it back to center. Hands to the hips. Your thumbs are pressing to your lower back. Draw the elbows back, broaden your chest. Press your thumbs to your lower back. Lift up, gaze up. Come back to vertical. Elbows forward. Round the upper back. Chin toward the chest. Come back to neutral. Raise the arms up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg. Triangle pose. Right hand to top of the shins if you need to modify, or right hand to the floor if you can easily touch down. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. This time, reach your fingertips back, reach your toes back. Lift up, Shalabhasana, locust. And lower all the way down, hands alongside the rib cage. Child's pose, feet toward the heels and fold. Dolphin push-ups. Draw the forearms down, take the hands into a fist. Then tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and press it back into a dolphin. Inhale, come forward, chin past your fist and lower. Exhale, press it back. 3 times. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Knees come back down. Reset for down dog. Inhale, left heel up, 3-legged dog. Left knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Re-extend the left leg, step it forward. Warrior 1, ground the back heel down, arms up high and extend. Right hand to catch your left wrist, extend up and side bending to the right. Take it back to center, switch hands, extend, side bending to your left. Square back to center, hands to the hips, your thumbs are pressing against your lower back. Draw the elbows back, lift the chest up, gaze up. Come back to neutral, elbows forward, chin toward the chest, round the mid and upper back. Come back to neutral, arms up, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle pose. Left hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right arm reach up. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, 1 breath, exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. This time, bending your knees, grab your feet. Once you're ready, inhale, kick up, lift. And release, child's pose. Dolphin push-ups, forearms down. This time, either wrapping with the other hand on top or interlace with the other thumb on top. So whichever variation you took, you're going to take the non-dominant interlacing or non-dominant wrapping. Lift the knees, press it back. Inhale, come forward, chin past your fist. Exhale, press it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Lower the knees back down. Reset for your down dog. Inhale, right heel up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm in touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior 1. Hands together in prayer. Interlace your fingers and press your palms forward. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up. Then bend the front knee, press forward, and add a twist to the right. 3 times. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting to the right. Right hand behind you, half bind. Lean forward. Left elbow to right knee. If that is too deep, you can take the left hand to the outside of the right leg and twist here instead. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. So again, you can modify elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor, but left palm face down and reach forward to the front of the room, getting into a left side stretch here. Extended side angle. Inhale, come back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, extended triangle. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Again, left palm face down and reach forward. Inhale, come back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. This time, full push-up. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee to the outside of the left arm and touch. Kick, back up. Knee comes into twist and touch your right arm. Kick to back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. What do we do? Didn't we do that? Yes! Hands together in prayer, interlace, this time with the other thumb on top. Non-dominant interlacing of your hands, and press forward. Lengthen your front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward, and twist to your left. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. One more. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist to your left, and stay twisting. Then take the left hand behind you for the half bind, and then leaning forward, right elbow to outer left knee and twist. And the modification is, if that's too deep, right hand to outer left leg, come up a little higher when you take your twist. Inhale, release, come all the way up and around, reverse warrior. Extended side angle. You can modify elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor. Right palm face down. Reach forward. Inhale. Take it back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg. Extended triangle. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right palm face down. Reach forward. Inhale, come back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Full push-up. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stepping your left foot forward, low lunge, right foot forward, standing, forward bend. Separating your feet about mat's width distance. Then bending both knees. Left hand to center, creating a tripod. Raise your right arm up to twist into a half bind, right hand behind you. You can keep both knees bending or just lengthen out just your right leg. Or if you want to lengthen out both legs, you can lengthen out both legs in your twist, your choice. If you bend the left knee, it's a lot easier. All right, re-extend the right arm up, right hand to the floor. With both hands supporting, bend both knees again. Right hand to center, create the tripod, raise your left arm up into a half bind, left hand behind you. Then you can choose to keep both knees bending or lengthen out just your left leg. You can also lengthen out both legs. So if you have good flexibility, then lengthen out both legs. Otherwise, bending the right knee will make the pose a lot more accessible, right? When it's a little bit easier, then it's a little bit deeper and you're not fighting as hard, right? Release the left arm back up, left hand to the floor with both hands supporting. Bend both knees. And let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back, so now your spine is in a more neutral position, so you're much more protected. Shift the weight back toward your heels so that the weight draws back, lightening the load to the front. Then as you use the strength of the legs, come up through a neutral spine instead of rounding the spine. Then once you come up, extend the arms out and up. Exhale, side bending to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, side bending to your left. Inhale back to center, cactus your arms, palms face forward. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, square center. Exhale, twist your left. Inhale, square center. Step the left foot in, tree pose. Pick up the right foot, sole the right foot to the inner left leg, above the knee joint or below the knee joint. So either is fine. And once you're steady, arms up and out. Keeping the gaze at any fixed point to the floor ahead of you to help you focus and balance. Those of you who are staying here, this is good enough. Keep it here. Those of you with more options, you can wrap the hands back behind you for the heart opener. You can side bend to the right for the asymmetrical balance. Those of you with stronger skills, you can take a half lotus. You can take a forward fold. You can take your tiptoe balance. All righty, make your way back up to tree. When you're ready to break, step the right foot down, chair, and stay in your chair for a few breaths here, right? So if you took the half lotus, this is to help you neutralize the knees and the ankles. If you didn't take a half lotus, this is giving you a way to strengthen your quads, but also resting your legs or your feet. Dive forward, fingertips to floor, bend the knees, and step the left foot back, crescent moon. Left knee comes down to the floor. Now, if you have sensitive knees and you want to double up the mat, left side folding towards center will give you lots of cushioning. Otherwise, just taking your knee to the mat, then walking your hands to top of the thighs and lunge your hips forward. Get into the stretch of the quads. Then pressing your hands into your thighs and think about your belly drawing away from the thighs to lean the upper torso back. And that's the beginning of the back bend, the arcing of your spine. Once you're nice and stable in this pose, then you're ready to take the arms up, Venus Mudra, index fingers pointing up, interlacing the other fingers, arms up and back. You may remain here. You can come back to the modified position, or today, arm balancing, Kundiyasana 2. You're going to dig the right shoulder underneath, hands to either side, tuck the left toes under, lift, kick out, chaturanga arms, shift and balance. All right, if you're not taking that, you can come back to your crescent moon and stay there. If you're taking your mermaid binds, you can take your mermaid binds. Looks good, guys. All right, this is your practice. You do what is available for you and what is right for you. All righty, let's begin to break. Hands to either side of the right foot, taking your pyramid, lengthening over the right leg. Now, if you don't have the full extension of the front leg, you can keep a slight bending of the knees. Nice slight bending of the knees and looking to lengthen the front leg the best you can in time. Half moon, bend your right knee. Right hand comes forward about a foot, a little bit off to right side. Tip forward to balance. Reach your left heel back. Raise your left arm up. Now keep the gaze looking to the floor. Now you can always keep the left foot down to the floor if you're not ready to take the foot off the floor yet, right? For the balance, just bear the weight onto your right leg. Okay, just keep shifting. Keep the gaze looking to the floor, and that will help you tremendously in your balance. What also helps a lot, Tom, is if you take your hand further, a little bit wider. There you go. There you go. All right, let's break. Step it back, warrior two. You see how there's a big difference between lining up your hands and taking it wider. The reason is because your upper torso tends to lean back in space when you're taking the balance. So if lining up your fingertips with the toe tips is very difficult in your half moon, taking it behind you to lean back makes a dramatic difference, okay? Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to your floor. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, standing for a bend. Again, walk your feet wide, about match width distance. Bending both knees. Walk your right hand to the inside of the right foot, left arm up, and a half bind. Now you can stay in the half bind and work here with both knees bending, or thread the right arm underneath your right leg, circle it back behind you to take the bind, if that is available. If not, that is okay. Just your left hand behind you is good enough. And then you have a choice of lengthening out just your left leg or lengthening out both legs. Gaze to the floor, bend both knees, release your hands back to the floor. Then sway out your hips side to side. Come back to stillness to center, bend both knees, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Raise your right arm up and behind you, half bind. You can stay there in the half bind and work through the pose, or thread the left arm underneath to circle behind you. Once you have your bind, keeping both knees bent, lengthen out just your right leg, or lengthening out both legs. Take the gaze to the floor for balance, bend both knees, releasing your binds, hands come to the floor. Sway out your hips side to side once again. All right, come back to stillness with both hands on the floor. Bend the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the back, the upper back, so now you're in a more neutral position with your spine. Shift your weight back toward your heels, and through the strength of your quads and a neutral spine, lift up to a standing position. Once you're up, inhale, reach your arms out and up, bending your right elbow, side bending to your left, catching your right elbow with your left hand. Take it back to center, re-extend, switch sides, bend your left elbow, right hand to grab the left elbow, side bending to the right. Back to center, left hand behind you, half bind, right hand to your left shoulder, and push into your left shoulder to twist deeply to the left side. Square back, switch arms, right hand behind you, left hand to the right shoulder, push against your right shoulder, and twist. Square back to center, arms up, stepping your right foot in towards center, picking up your left foot, tree pose, grabbing your foot, take it to the inner right leg, as high up as possible, above the knee joint or below the knee joint. What you do not want is to press the heel directly into the knee joint. That might push your knee joint out of place, right? So you don't want that misalignment. So once you're ready, steady your balance, gaze is to the floor ahead of you. And then if you took additional variations, make sure that you do repeat. Hands back behind you if you took the interlacing of your hands. Side bending to your left if you took that. Half lotus, forward folding, tiptoe balances if you have that. Right? Everything is optional. You do not need to take every option just because I call it, right? So making good decisions is always important. As far as I'm concerned, Katie is doing the hardest thing. She closed her eyes. That is the hardest one. I can't even balance. Even with my toes on the floor, if I close my eyes, I'm shaking like. But good for you if that is your practice. Yeah, whatever works, right? Whatever challenges you, but achievable, right? All right, stepping, your left foot back down chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Fingertips to floor, bend the knees, and stepping your right foot back, crescent moon. Right knee comes down to the floor. So again, taking extra padding to your right knee if you need it. Right? If you don't need it, that's fine. Walk your hands to top of the thighs, and then the first action, once you stabilize, is to lean the hips forward. Get into the quad stretch. Then press your hands into your thighs. Think about your belly drawing away from the thighs, leaning the upper torso back, gently looking upwards. And this is the arcing of your spine, beginning of your back bend. And once you're set, arms up, Venus Mudra. And once again, your option of choice, whatever that is, right? So maybe you came back to just your hands to your thighs. Maybe you went to Kundiasana 2, digging your left shoulder underneath your knee, hands to either side, tuck the right toes under, lift the knee, then kick the left leg out to the side, chaturanga arms. You can, of course, just stay here in the prep, right, with the right foot still on the floor, or lean the torso forward and rebalance to take the right foot off the floor. All righty, let's break. Hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under for your pyramid. And of course, if you can't fully extend the left leg, you can keep the left knee bending. For those of you with blocks or with books at home, right, you can always use a prop. By lengthening your arms, elevating your hands, you're actually lengthening your arms so that you can lengthen your leg. Half moon, bend your left knee. Left hand comes forward from your toes by about a foot and a little bit off to the left side. As you tip forward to stand on the left leg, reach your right heel back, reach your right arm up to the sky. If you're shaking your balance, keep the gaze looking to the floor. It really helps to look down to the floor. All right, Tom, go a little bit wider with your left hand. Yeah, good. And then maybe a little bit further forward too. If you step the back foot in a little bit, that will help you. Step the back foot in, good. Walk the left hand further forward, good. Now start to lean forward from there. That's right. It's more difficult for you on that side, right? Do you have like some weakness on the left leg. And maybe sometimes just a dominant versus a non-dominant side, right? Just less mobile on the non-dominant side. All right, let's break. Step it back. Warrior two. All right, so those are all the little lessons we learn as we take these movement practices, right? Where we need to work a little stronger to get back into the movement of things. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg up for pigeon. Draw the left knee in, land the shin to the floor. Now, in your pigeon, you want the left thigh to angle out to the side, 30 to 45 degrees, right? Then with your hands supporting, inch your right knee further back, seeing if you can lower the hips a little bit more, untuck the toes, and then also walking your hands back, elongate through the spine. This is where you investigate, are you balanced, right? If you're tipping to one side, you're going to feel like you're falling off to the side. You want to be able to feel like you're balanced to the point that you don't even need your hands to balance. Once you're set, walk your hands forward, forearms down, or you can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. So you should feel a nice stretch onto your left glutes. You should feel a nice extension through the front of the right leg, reaching through your right toes. And as you flatten toward the floor, you should feel more and more restful through the torso. You're welcome to stay in the passive pigeon, or again, if you're taking options, you can take whatever you want. You can twist, you can lift up and bind, you can invert. Right? Feel free to take your practice, whatever is appropriate for you now. Right, so interpretation of the pigeon, or this time that we take in pigeon, could be anything. I am transitioning to a seated balance, extension of the leg, right? If you want to take something like Yantrasana, which is the sundial, right? Knee over your shoulder, left hand to grab the right foot, shoot it out to extend, right? Those of you more into arm balancing, that can transition into Kundayasana 2. Again, you can thread it back through to Ashta Vakrasana. Right? So all of those are options. If you have the strength and the arm balancing practice to transition, otherwise, it could be a very simple, restful, passive pigeon, and that might be just good enough. 2 more breaths. Right, so in my classes, right, anytime we're holding a pose, it's when you can take that time to work through something else that you might want. Right, if a cross-legged feels great, it's a great time to take a brief meditation, right? So whatever it feels like. All right. When you're ready, down dog and walk it out. Right? Feel free to interpret the poses however you want. So anytime we're holding a pose, it's your time to express what your needs are. All right, second side, right leg up. Draw the right knee in for pigeon, landing that shin to the floor. Right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your left knee further back to lower the hips, untuck the toes. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine, make sure you're nice and level. And once you're set in your pose, then you're ready to take it forward, forearms down, or making pillows with the hands, however you're taking the pose. And if you're taking your variations, make sure that you repeat. Because your weaker side. I see that you always start with that first side. Uh, so you might want to consider, you know that you can do that first side, start with your second side and see if it can catch up. Right? So it's perfectly natural that we want to do things successfully, right? So we always go with our dominant side first. But that's where the problem lies, right? We always go to the same side. All right, let's come back. Down dog whenever you're ready. Walk it out side to side. All right, once you've walked it out, feeling pretty neutral and you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands and let's take the seated position. Take a seated spinal twist. If you're taking the half variation because your hips are tight, then keep the left leg extended. Step the right foot over. If you're taking the full variation, left heel comes in first, right foot over, and try to ground both feet. Wherever you are, right hand is behind you, left arm up, inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Keep the legs as they are, counter twist to your left. Back to center again, switch legs. Right leg extended, left foot over, or the full pose. Right heel comes in first, left leg over. Whatever you decide to do, just repeat on what you did on the first side. Left hand behind you, right arm up, twist to your left. So, Tom, try to step the left foot all the way down. There you go. All right, so you need that foot to be grounded to help you support. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Center again, extending both legs forward, forward fold, arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, grabbing your feet, ankles or your shins. If you need to, you can always bend your knees. So again, always think about a neutral spine when you take your forward fold and not just roundedness. And starting to release, supporting with your hands to lower onto your back. Once you're on your backs, recline twisting. Hug that left knee in. Left arm out to a T or downwards alongside the hips, your choice, and then twist to the right. Take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. And start to take it back to center, hugging both knees in. And then step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. Let the feet separate, toes are gently turning out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed. Let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side, coming up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Let's take your non-dominant shin on top so that you can work your non-dominant hip and knee. A little bit more to even out with your dominant side. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. And I'll come up. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Cheng, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for joining me. See you next time.